in this world that everybody's woke, in this generation that everybody's trying to live la vida loca, it's I know that I am a very stubborn Christian. I'm a very stubborn child of God. I don't used to hear our introduction. I kept on praying like, God, please, are you sure this is what you want me to do? Like, I really do not want to do something against your will. Hello homies, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Christiana Shomi, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back to engage my content. Yeah, I know it's been a while since I last uploaded a video, but sometimes life happens and everything just happens so fast. Like, you're trying to just get your feet, get your standpoint, work has been demanding, it's just a whole lot if you're not doing YouTube full time. So basically that's why I've not filmed a video in a long time, and then I've been trying to do vlogs, but halfway I'm unable to continue the filming, and then there's been nothing. There's this topic I've been wanting to talk about since last year, but some way somehow it just goes off and comes again and goes off and comes again. But then in this video I just feel like, okay, it is very important to put this out there, and it worked for me, so I would like to share with you guys, which is the compulsory prayer for every single Christian, whether you're a male or you're a female. Prayer has to do with your choice of a life partner, because I realized that most people don't know that choosing a life partner is one of the greatest challenges that can actually be in your way as a Christian. Because when you are looking for a life partner, you have to look for someone that has values that align with yours. You have to look for someone that has beliefs that align with yours. You also have to look for someone whose purpose would match yours in Christ. And in this world that everybody's woke, in this generation that everybody's trying to live la vida loca, it's difficult to actually find someone that is truly intentional about their relationship with Christ. So you need to just keep saying this. And this prayer is, God, if this person is not going to align in your will for me, let us just part ways. I know that I am a very stubborn Christian. I'm a very stubborn child of God. I don't used to hear word once. So most times when I pray, instead of me to wait for God to speak to me, I just go ahead and do as I will. And then halfway, and when I'm seeing my shege, I'll now start calling God, God intervene, God do this, God do that. So and every time I say this prayer, God just comes through like in some kind of way. Like, this prayer is actually, as simple as it sounds, is very difficult and very tough to say, especially if you're in a committed relationship and you know deep down inside of yourself that this relationship is not working. I remember there are times when I will say this prayer, and then when the breakup happens, it's like very bad. Like, I would cry, I would tear up, break down, but I'll still keep praying, God, if this relationship is not your will, let it just go, like, let it just scatter. I don't want to marry someone that is not going to be in your will for me. And I want to believe that I'm not the only one that says this prayer. So if you also say this prayer or say a prayer similar to this, let me know in the comment section. But what am I trying to say in essence is that every single time that I made this prayer, God always broke the relationship. And at a particular time, I was so invested in a relationship with someone, and this person seemed like a very good person. And although there were lapses, I'm like, okay, there are always flaws. Like, there's nothing like a perfect partner. And this was someone that I was with, I think, in the early stage of my service year and close to the end of my service year. So at the point when I was wrapping up my service year, like maybe 4 months to my service year, everything was not just seeming right again. I had this unsettling feeling. I had this uncertainty that, oh God, I'm finishing my NYC, and this guy will most likely want us to get married. Like, what's going to happen? Like, I was troubled in my spirit. I was so troubled. And then I'm like, God, what do I do? I remember that I fasted and prayed for 3 days. And in my prayer, I was very intentional about saying this prayer, God, if this guy is not in your will for me, please let us just break apart. Like, let us just go our separate ways. Lo and behold, by the time I came back to Lagos for Christmas and all of that, one way or the other, I got to know that he was cheating on me with like 4 other people. while I was being the like good girl and all of that. So the breakup was messy. I was hot. He tried to like come back, but because I knew that it was the prayer that I made that allowed me to have those revelations about whatever he's doing behind my back, I just sort of made up my mind, like irrespective of what he was saying, irrespective of how much he was pleading and begging to come back, my mind was just made up like, guy, it's over between us. It wasn't easy, but yes, I did it. And then over and over and over again, I would say this prayer, even though I have coconut head, and God will still separate us until I met my husband. And I remember that from the very onset of our relationship, there was just green lights here and there. And yes, someone requested for a video of how we got our conviction. And because I've spoken about how we met a couple of times on my channel, I'm going to like invite my husband to talk about how he got his conviction about me being his wife. So with him, it was literally different. And every time that we fought, or let me say we had disagreements to the point of breaking up, something was always stopping us from breaking up. Like in our 2 years of the relationship, I don't think there was any time we ever said to ourselves that, okay, this is over. Like, I don't think there was any time that we said, see, I can't do this again. There were times where we fought and it seemed like we're going to quit, but we never ever got to the point where we're like, we're not doing this anymore. So with him, it was just different. And each time I was praying, even after our introduction, I kept on praying like, God, please, are you sure this is what you want me to do? Like, I really do not want to do something against your will. And by the time we were going to fix our wedding, and I was thinking about, there was this peace, there was this confidence, there was this joy, I was so sure that this is what I wanted and this is what I wanted. So it is very important. It is very important. Pray, oh. If this person is not in your will for me, God, whether you are the female or you are the male, let us part ways and let it not be my fault. That is how I pray. God, if this relationship is not your plan for me, let us part ways and let it not be my fault, so that I can be justified and I can be vindicated. So I keep praying it, I kept praying it, and it worked for me. So I just thought to drop this quick video, and I hope that you've been able to pick a thing or two. So like I said, if you say this prayer or something similar to this prayer, let me know in the comment section below. Thank you for sticking by. I'll see you in my next video. Until then, bye.